everybody, Carol Ross-Burnett here, along with Babbie Mason.
Hello, my friend.
And Babbie was the featured instructor at the very first platform workshop for Christian artists in Los Angeles this past August 2015. And one of the things that I am impressed to do for the platform and all of those who attend is profiles on Christian artists, songwriters, and those in ministry, the ministry of the arts, speakers, authors as well. And the platform profile is something I'm very excited to offer right here on my website, absolutely free of charge to you, to learn and glean from the ministry of those who have been out front for a long time, leading the charge in terms of ministry in the area of music. And who better
Wow.
to have as my first platform profile
Amen.
than none other than Babbie
I'm so
Mason.
honored.
Babbie, welcome.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Carol Ross-Burnett.
Oh, you're
I'm so
welcome.
proud of you.
Thank
You
you.
have just taken this mantle up, and you're just, I'm just saying, wait for me.
Well, I am following on the coattails. You have had a music ministry with such longevity. I want to ask you if there is a secret. What really has been the secret of your long-lived music ministry?
Oh my goodness, that's a huge question. What has been the secret? I think if I were to dig deep in my heart and try to come up with an answer for that, I really think it's passion. It is a deep desire for two things: God and people.
Amen.
And a deep love for God and to want to please Him with my life. Irma Bombeck said something like, at the end of her life, she did not want to die with gifts that were unused.
Yes.
And that's my heart. I want to use up all of my gifts. And I think one of my greatest fears is that God would give me an assignment and I put it on the back burner and then somebody else do it.
Don't I know how that feels?
I don't ever want that to happen. And so for that reason, that fuels my passion. And then to be able to see people who are blessed by it.
Amen.
Somebody who will say, Babbie, one of your songs was a blessing to my life. Or Babbie, I attended the inner circle and sitting under your teaching for songwriting has taught me how to write songs.
Amen.
Or coming to your women's conference called A Place Called Sisterhood rejuvenated my life. It fortified my faith. Something that I do, my desire is that everything that I do would bless God and bless people. And I think that's what helps to keep me going.
Oh, that is just outstanding. There's one of my favorite scriptures is Proverbs 18:16, which says that a man or a woman's gift will make room for him or her and bring him or her before great men.
Right.
And that absolutely has been the case in your ministry.
It really has. The Lord has been my booking agent. He's been my fashion coordinator. He's been my travel coordinator. He has done it. He has allowed us to travel literally around the world for the past almost 32 years now without a booking agent,
Yes.
without a manager other than my husband's assistance and his constant encouragement. But the Lord has done it all. We have sung in Carnegie Hall, Madison Square Garden with some of the names that you would recognize, songs on radio, television, and the Lord has done it all.
The Lord has done it all. That is just so awesome to think. And we know that God is no respecter of person. So if He did it for you,
He'll do it for you.
He'll do it for you.
Yes, He will.
If you bring that same
And
passion
He's doing it
heart.
for you.
He's doing it
Yes,
for
He
me
is.
right at this moment.
Yes, He is, Carol Ross.
Finally, it took me a little longer to get there, Babbie.
But you know what? God
It doesn't matter.
He is one that redeems the time.
He absolutely
will.
does.
Yes,
I mean,
he will.
he actually did a very quick work with the platform. I mean, it was 6 months, really, I think, from the moment that you, my friend, said, it's time to do this.
That's right.
That it actually happened.
Come on, Carol Ross-Burnett.
And so
It's
many
time.
of you showed up, and I was just blown away.
It was amazing.
It was amazing, not only by the confidence that God had placed in me,
Yes.
but the confidence that those who attended who didn't know me, had never heard of me, placed in me by attending.
And by the results.
By the results.
It was something that they really needed,
Yes.
enjoyed, and we're going to do it again next year.
We are the Platform Workshop for Christian Songwriters. Will return featuring Babbie Mason as the songwriting instructor extraordinaire.
Well, I'm doing my best. So
Next
watch
August
for the dates
2016.
for the next. Okay, that's
Please
right.
watch for the dates. But Babbie, I want to ask you real quickly. When did you know that you had a songwriter's heart? That was your full full-time calling, your ministry in life.
Yes. Well, I grew up a preacher's daughter. My daddy was a great pastor. One church for 40 years, just a few months shy of 40 years.
Wow.
He and my mom served at the Lily Missionary Baptist Church in Jackson, Michigan.
Yes.
You know, we have to get that in there.
Yes.
Where my father, the Reverend George W. Wade, was the founding pastor.
Amen, amen.
And so I played the piano for my daddy's church, starting at the age of 9. I got hired at age 9 as a full-time piano player, and then graduated into the choir director and the music minister and in charge of all the music there at the church. And so my life has been immersed in music all of my life.
Yes.
But then, you know, the Lord allows you to evolve. And I got involved in music in college and came into the music industry and the music ministry during the infancy of contemporary Christian music,
Yes.
during the music of when Andre was, writing, well, he's always written his best.
Yes.
But he was coming onto the scene, and a woman, Danny Bell Hall, became a real influencer in my life and ministry. And hearing that kind of music just made me want to create. But one of those big defining moments was at the Christian Artist Music Seminar in the Rockies.
Yes.
That's
which is where we met.
That's right. In 1984, I quit my job as a music teacher and went to Estes Park, Colorado, and sat in on a songwriting class that literally changed my life. I realized then that there is the inspiration for songwriting, but there's also the perspiration.
Absolutely.
And it was the perspiration, it was those keys, those concepts, those things those ingredients to writing a great song. And I sat up under some of the best songwriters in the industry.
Absolutely.
And that really just began to stick to the walls of my memory. The next thing I know, I was beginning to write songs. One of the very first songs that I wrote after attending that first year was a song that I'm still singing this day and is really considered a signature song for Babbie Mason.
It's a classic.
All Rise.
All Rise.
And yeah, that song was inspired as a result of going to that conference. And being a natural teacher, I began to teach songwriting. People began to come to me and say, Babbie, how do you write songs? How do you jumpstart a music ministry?
Yes.
How do you get started in the ministry? So we began to mentor and train and teach. Now I teach songwriting at the college level. We have our conference called the Inner Circle. So this is something I believe the Lord has called me to do.
And what would your best advice be to any of our folks who are looking at this right now in terms of, I want to be a songwriter, how do I get started? Oh, I am a songwriter and I want to get better at it.
I think you should do exactly as Carol and I have done. And that is invest in your craft. Study the craft of songwriting. Study the craft of how to write a great lyric, how to marry that lyric to a beautiful melody. Walk or run with people who can co-write with you. Allow them to pull you up. I always tell my songwriting students, try to write with somebody who is better than you until they pull you up. They invest in your craft. And so I would say, get in a songwriting class. Start coming to the platform. They're on the West Coast, or fly there wherever you are. Come to Babbie Mason's.
To the Inner Circle.
That's right. Come to Babbie Mason's Inner Circle. Just get in the water and begin to learn these concepts, and you'll find it's going to make a difference in your songwriting.
That's right. And I don't care how you get there, just get there if you can.
That's a great song. Wow.
That's a great song.
And a great singer.
So, Babbie, you and I share this love of songwriting, and we so encourage you to invest in your craft. That may mean spending a little bit of money on you and on developing your skills. And it is so well worth it.
Yes, it is.
And it's
because
not
it could
a lot
be an investment. That's right. It's not a lot of money compared to some conferences that maybe in other genres that people pay thousands of dollars to attend. Both of our conferences are very reasonably priced. You will hear so much information. We always have a music attorney, voice coaches, people that can just pour into your life to make your songwriting, your music ministry a rich investment. And you'll begin to understand that if you make that small deposit into your craft, it's going to reap you huge benefits.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for pouring into the lives of not only folks who aspire to be better and great songwriters, but also to those of you who have been recipients of the anointing on your music ministry for all of these years. Babbie Mason, thank you so much.
Thank you, Carol.
Listen, everyone, you don't want to miss the next platform workshop in Los Angeles, next year, date to be announced. And please feel free to go to Babbie.com,
That's right.
BabbieMasonRadio.com, and check out what Babbie is offering as well. Thanks so much for sharing this time with us. See you soon.
Bye.